we're here at the Well of the Virgin, or the Spring of Mary. We're deep down in a valley called Ein Karim in the hill country of Judea. This is the only traditional site, really, of the home of Zechariah, the priest, and his wife Elizabeth, who were the parents of John the Baptist. So it's highly likely that this spring was there at the time, and that when the Virgin Mary came to visit Elizabeth, this spring would have been where they collected water. Of course, a village could only exist if there was a perpetual water source that didn't dry up, either a spring or a permanent river. Now, Zechariah was a priest, and his wife Elizabeth was of a priestly family as well, because priests were not permitted to marry other people outside of their tribe. And it's highly possible that Mary's mother was also of the priestly tribe, because she was a close relative of Elizabeth. Perhaps Elizabeth was an aunt of the Virgin Mary, or perhaps they were cousins, but they were certainly close kinswomen. Now, John the Baptist could therefore have been a priest like his father, but that wasn't his destiny. His destiny was to prepare the way for the Messiah. When Zechariah was ministering at the altar of incense inside the holy place, when he was drawn, a lot was drawn, and he was given that task when his particular group was called upon to minister in the temple. And while he was there inside the temple, the angel Gabriel came to him and told him that he and Elizabeth would have a child. And he was doubtful. And he said, but we're too old, basically. And the angel Gabriel said to him, do not be afraid, Zechariah, for your prayer has been heard, and your wife Elizabeth, she will bear a son, and you will name him John. You will have joy and gladness, and many will rejoice in his birth, for he will be great in the sight of the Lord. He must never drink wine or strong drink. Even before his birth, he will be filled with the Holy Spirit. He will turn many of the people of Israel to the Lord their God. With the spirit and power of Elijah, he will go before him, that's the Messiah, to turn the hearts of the parents to their children, and the disobedient to the wisdom of the righteousness, and to make ready a people prepared for their God. And Zechariah said to the angel, how will this be so? For I am an old man, and my wife is getting on in years. And the angel replied, I am Gabriel. I stand in the presence of God, and I've been sent to speak to you and to bring you this great news. But now, because you did not believe my words, which will be fulfilled in their time, you will become mute, unable to speak, until the day these things come to pass. And of course it was a wonder amongst the people that Zechariah couldn't speak. And it was an even greater wonder when the day that they came to circumcise young John, they were going to call him his father's name. And the wife, Elizabeth, she said, no, he should be called John. And so they asked the dad, did he agree with that? And he wrote, because he still couldn't speak, amazingly, 9 months for a man to be mute. That in itself is a miracle, in my opinion. And so he wrote, his name is John, and immediately he was able to speak again. Now, in the days before the 1948 War of Independence, the Orthodox nuns from up here on the hill, the Golden Dome, Church of the Annunciation, above us, and the nuns from the Santa Maria Magdalena Church with the golden domes on the Mount of Olives would come together, walking in procession with all the nuns behind an icon of Elizabeth and an icon of Mary. And they'd meet here in the valley, and they'd bring the two icons together like this to represent the kiss when Mary came down here to visit her relative Elizabeth, once she had been told by the Archangel Gabriel that she would give birth to Messiah. I think that would have been a wonderful ceremony. It's a pity they still don't do it.
Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed that video, please press the like button. Also, if you want to be kept up to date with all of our new content, please press the subscribe button. If you find this content interesting and you'd like to find out more, let me encourage you to come over to our website, which is synagogueandchurch.com, and over there you'll be able to find lots of information, and you'll also be able to find some of our books that are for sale there. In those books is loads and loads of more information on these and many other topics. Thanks for watching.